Hello students, we are here with our next topic, that is force between two parallel infinite current carrying wire. Force between two parallel infinite current carrying wire means there are two wires, suppose they have length infinite, okay, they have infinite length, then there will be force between them, okay. What will the force? We will be studying about that, okay. But before that I want you to revise this thing. Magnetic field due to infinite current carrying wire we had studied in Biot-Savart law, and the formula was mu 0 2I upon 4 pi d, or you can also write as mu 0 I upon 2 pi d, where d is the distance. You can say we had taken the d as r also. You can take any term, that is just the distance, okay, distance from the wire. Here why I have taken mu 0 upon 4 pi, because we know the value of mu 0 4 pi, that is 10 raised to minus 7, or you can simplify it also, okay. And second thing, in the very last lecture what we did was force on a current carrying wire in the magnetic field. Whenever a wire is kept in a magnetic field, it experiences some force, and that force was I L cross B. If I remove the cross product, I can write I L B sin theta, okay. Is that clear? Then we'll move ahead now. Okay, suppose there is one wire, okay, of length infinite, okay, of length infinite. Suppose in that the current going is I1, okay. Suppose the current moving is I2 or I1. Now we take a very parallel wire, okay, which is also of length infinite, okay. It has current going in the same direction, that is I2, okay, current going in same direction, okay. Now there will be a magnetic field over here somewhere due to this wire, okay. There will be a magnetic field over here due to wire 1, okay. What is the magnetic field? What is the direction of magnetic field? We know that when we apply the thumb in the direction of current, then we can show with the curling of the finger the direction of magnetic field. The current is in this direction, so curling will be inside. So here somewhere there will be magnetic field, okay. This magnetic field will be due to wire 1. This magnetic field will be due to wire 1. This is the current, there will be a magnetic field, okay. You know, whenever there is a current, a wire carrying current, it produces or it behaves as a magnet. So there will be some amount of magnetic field around it. So this is the magnetic field, okay, due to wire 1. Magnetic field produced due to wire 1. Make it very clear. I am repeating once again. This is the magnetic field produced due to wire 1, okay. Now, so what this wire 2 it experiences, like it behaves like it is a current carrying wire under a magnetic field. So it will have some force, that is this, okay. So I will write what will be the force on wire 2 due to wire 1, okay. Force on wire 2 on 2 due to wire 1, okay. So what it will be? The force will be this. So if I want to write this, it will be I2. Force is due to this, force is on this wire, so it is I2. L is the distance, okay, it is infinite. Suppose we take a small distance over here. Let us take a small distance, because we can't find for whole wire, so we need to take a specific distance. So let us take for L distance, okay. And yes, I forgot to tell you one thing, that these two wires, let us say these two are apart by distance d. These both are at distance d apart, okay. So I2L B sin theta, okay. What is the B? B is the magnetic field that is produced due to wire 1, okay. So B due to 1, okay, and sin theta, okay. What is sin theta? Sin theta is angle between the length and the magnetic field, okay. The direction of length is this, and magnetic field is going inside, which means that if it is going inside and this, okay, what angle will it make? One direction is this and second direction is my thumb, okay. Magnetic field and thumb shows the current, so the angle between them will be 90 degree. So here theta will be equal to 90 degree. So I can write I2 L in B1 sin theta, that is sin 90, will be equal to 1, okay. Sin 90 is equal to 1, so I am directly rubbing over here, we can put 1, okay. Now what will be the value of B1? B1 is the magnetic field due to wire 1. Okay, so we know what is the value of B1, that is we can take from here. Shall I rub this? Instead of this I will write, okay, I'll write it down. I2 L, instead of B, mu 0 2I. What will the current over here? The magnetic field is produced due to this wire, so current will be I1 upon 4 pi, and what is the distance between the two wires? It is D, so it will be D. Okay, this is the force. Suppose we can't find the force on whole wire, so what we'll do? We'll find the force per unit length. Force per unit length. So instead of this I can write F by L. This L will come this side. So this will become the force per unit length. Okay, this will become the force per unit length. Okay, I'll write F21 because it is force on wire 2 due to wire 1. Okay, now we need to understand the direction of this. What will be the direction of force? Okay, to understand the direction, once again we will take the right hand palm rule. Okay, the magnetic field is inward. Magnetic field is inward. The direction of current should be shown by the, or the velocity should be shown by the thumb. So magnetic field inside, thumb in the upper direction. So what will the force? The direction of force will be from the palm. So it will be in this direction, F21. Okay. Now if I want to calculate the force on wire 1 due to wire 2, force on wire 1 due to wire 2, it will be same as this. It will be same as this, only the direction will change, because instead of I2 it will be I1, L will remain the same. Instead of B1 it will become B2, so the value of I1 will become I2. Okay, you can solve it by yourself. Just try to solve it yourself. Okay. Now, but what will be the direction over here? Now the magnetic field produced due to this wire. Okay, magnetic field produced due to wire 2. What will be the direction? The current is in this direction, so if it is over here, the magnetic field will be produced in this direction, curling of fingers. Okay, but we need to get it in this direction. So magnetic field will be, if I am doing it and raising my thumb in the direction of current, so magnetic field be coming outside. Okay, coming outside over this side. So the magnetic field here will be, I can show it with dots, that is coming outside. Okay, so when the magnetic field comes out, what will the force? Okay, magnetic field coming outside, direction of current shown by the thumb, magnetic field coming outside, direction of thumb, that is in upward direction, force will be in this direction. My palm will show the direction of force, which means that the force will be in this direction. That will be, I can write F12, force on wire 1 due to wire 2. Okay, if you try to simplify it, you will get the same answer. Okay, you will get the same answer. Okay, only the direction of F12 is opposite. So you can write F12 is equals to minus F21. Okay, if it is in vector form. Okay, if you put modulus, then it will become same. If you put modulus, then it will become same. Only if you want to have it in a vector form, then the direction changes, so you can write minus. Okay, so that's it for this thing. Now if the current are in anti-parallel, okay, suppose this is wire of infinite length. Okay, of infinite length. Okay, now if the direction of current in this is this I1, okay, but the direction of current in this is I2, that is opposite. One is going upward and one is going downward. Okay, I am not going to solve this. This you have to solve and show it to me right tomorrow only. Okay, you need to solve it, but solve this too. It is same as this, so that I can know that you have understood the thing. Okay, when the direction of current, what will the force? I am giving you the answer, but you need to find why. Okay, the force will be in this direction. Okay, this will be the answer, but you need to find why and what. Okay, what you need to do, you need to find the direction of magnetic field using curling of fingers, and then the direction of force. Okay, I hope this much is very clear to you. Okay, now based on this, what we can do, we can define ampere. We can define what is 1 ampere. Okay, suppose here the wire current in both the wires is 1 ampere. Okay, suppose I1 equals to I2 equals to 1 ampere. Okay, I1 equals to I2 is equals to 1 ampere. Okay, and if the distance between these two is also 1 meter, if they are kept at 1 meter apart. Okay, so the value of D will also be equal to 1 meter. Okay, so if I put the values in this, okay, what it will be? Where should I write? I hope this is okay. I'll take a small box over here. Okay, I'll write it over here. F21 upon L, or you can write both the forces are same. Value of I2 is 1, mu 0. Value of this is 2, it will remain 2. Value of I1 is 1 whole divided by 4 pi D. 4 pi, value of D is again 1, so it will be 1. So 1 1 1. You know the answer, value of mu 0 upon 4 pi, that is equals to 10 raised to minus 7. We have already studied it in the starting of the chapter. So this term will become 10 raised to minus 7 into 2. Okay, so this will be the force per unit length. Force per unit length will be 10 raised to minus 7 into 2. Okay, so from here we can define the current. Okay, so 1 ampere current will be 1 ampere current is the current which when flows in two parallel wires kept at 1 meter apart, kept at 1 meter apart from both. Okay, this is 1 meter apart. Okay, produces attractive force per length between the wires of 2 into 10 raised to minus 7. Okay, produces an attractive force, okay, of 10 raised to minus 7 into 2 force per length. Okay, if it is produces this much amount of force, it will be known as 1 ampere. You can see over here that force is very less, 2 into 10 raised to minus 7, which means it is very less compared to ampere is a very big unit. So अगर आपके घर में वायर है तो फ्रिक्शन की वजह से भी वो अट्रैक्ट नहीं होंगे, बिकॉज द फोर्स बिटवीन देम इज वेरी लेस. ओके, सो अगर 1 मीटर की जगह आप एकदम बाजू में रख दो, ओके, इफ यू कीप इट very close to each other, then it can attract, because what will happen, the value of D will decrease. Okay, and if the current increases, then also you can do it, but the thing is you need to keep it very close, then only it will experience the force. Okay, so students, I hope this whole topic is very clear to you. Okay, keep studying. Have a nice day. Thank you.